Hi guys, I am here making another post. Sorry, I just finished a workout, a fitness for fatties, stay-at-home workout. Because I don't get to leave. I don't think you guys do either. Well, I don't know. I guess according to where you are and who you are. It seems like from the news, a lot of people are not paying attention to the stay-at-home order, which is a bad thing. The infection rates go down dramatically when you stay at home. Unfortunately, they're saying China's seeing a rise now in new infections because they even Wuhan is out of the quarantine now. There's not a lockdown anymore. There were actually riots. I should see if I can find a way to link to some of those videos of the riots in China on the borders of Wuhan, borders of Hubei province, the province, because when they let out the lockdown, of course, people wanted to go home or wherever they needed to go, and one of the provinces nearby, a bunch of people came up to the bridge. I guess there was a river at the border, and the bridge going over, and the people rushed up to the bridge, and they were turning over police cars. They didn't want those people coming in. Can't say I blame them, but that's not nice, not good. Not really doing anything. I don't have anything to report on this end. I just sit and watch the news every day on my phone when I can. The internet's not great here. It goes in and out. Some days it's good, and some days it's not so good, which is bad because it's really the only entertainment I have. I've turned the TV on once, but I couldn't figure out how to get the computer to transmit to it. It's probably just an old TV. It probably doesn't do it. Because I wanted to watch things on a bigger screen, but I don't really watch TV, so I turned it right back off, and I haven't even thought to check it again. There were some foreign movies on there, so that's good. I could try that, but I don't really need to. I mean, you'd be surprised how much time you can waste. I'm a master time waster. I'd much prefer being out and about in the city, especially since I'm in Hanoi. What a cool city to be in. But obviously can't today. Can't this month. Actually, today or tomorrow. Today's the 14th. So originally they said it was supposed to be exactly 2 weeks, and they issued the lockdown on the last day of March. So today should be the end, or originally it was going to be the end, I should say. And then they said, well, we don't really know. We're going to just keep up with how many new viruses we've got. And I heard today there was only 2, but of course they have to judge this from the last day that someone reported a new case, and I don't know when that was. So they say it could be anywhere between now and the end of the month. So that's good. I paid at my hotel here till the end of the month. But assuming the lockdown lets up, if the Chinese border doesn't open, I think I'm going to renew. I get one more. Officially, I don't know. Previously, I get one more month extension. I can get one more month extension on my visa. And so if the Chinese border doesn't open before the end of the month, I think I may just check a flight back down to where I was before, the beach. Because why wouldn't you want to be at the beach? It's a travesty that I got caught here. I imagine I could have been going out for the last 2 weeks. I mean, if I was at the beach. It's a national lockdown, but that's a small town. I don't think I doubt they're observing it quite as strictly as they are here. Well, for good reason. I mean, I know it's a big city. If you start letting people go out, that virus is going to spread like nobody's business. That's one reason the United States can't seem to keep it under control. Because you guys won't listen. You won't stay at home. The virus is spreading to small towns now. It's all over the country. There's more deaths and more infections in the United States than anywhere else. And there's still, so far as I'm aware, there's still no national emergency declared. There's no national efforts underway to get this thing under control. The president gets up and talks about his Facebook hits, his number of clicks or whatever he's talking about, and then nobody seems to be doing anything. I mean, yeah, of course it's going to be spreading. That's what viruses do. And then the people too. This is not a problem just at the top. Anybody can watch the news and go, "Oh, probably not a good idea to go outside and do things. I'm going to stay my ass in the house." But it doesn't seem that that's happening. Or I mean, it's happening more now. I guess it seems to be. I don't know. You guys know better than I do. I'm sitting here in Hanoi. I don't go outside. There were actually a lot of people outside today. Obviously, here in town, even if it's just essential, travel that's allowed, there's going to be a lot of people outside. And but when it was raining and cold, not so much. Today it was nice and warm. Spring is finally starting to hit, and there were tons of people outside. I was like, you guys are not convincing anybody about this lockdown. But I've been in Hanoi before, and I know normally it would be swarming with people. There would be tons and tons of people out there. So what was there today was not really a lot. And I'm in the center of the city. One good thing about being in the center of the city is everything's close by. The tolerance for foreigners is a lot higher in the in the tourist area. They're used to us, I guess. And I got to say, I'm the only one that's been here in several days. For the first week or so, there would be some people in and out. They'd stay for a night or two, I guess, waiting on a delayed flight or something like that. And I would hear them, and boy, they get really nasty. No wonder foreigners have such a bad reputation. Just talking down to everybody and nasty about everything. I wouldn't want to deal with them if I was these people. But I paid my hotel bill today for the month, so I'm paid up on that, and I paid for my visa. I don't know if I told anybody, but to people who were asking, my passport came back. Visa, where is the visa? They even marked it. Visa stamp, which is kind of a letdown since it took 2 weeks to get it. Now it's only worth 2 weeks, but I've been here the whole month, so I guess that's what I paid for. Normally it's $40 for a month-long visa. It's $100 now. So I'm hoping by the end of the month there'll be other places open, and I can find out where I can get a cheaper one. I mean, there's just no place to get it. And I feel bad for the hotel there. They don't have anybody here, and the thing is, even after the lockdown is gone, this is the tourist part of the city. There's already a huge amount of competition here. The whole streets will just be one hotel after another. They're small hotels, and they're all small businesses. And I don't know how many of them are going to survive. I mean, tourism worldwide is not going to pick up for quite some time. To be honest, we can say that for a lot of... I keep throwing that cap around. We can say that for a lot of industries. So that's not good. Anyway, this is my update. There's nothing to update except that I got my visa back. That's good. No word on China yet. They just, like I said, there's just a little news bulletin that came around today that said COVID cases were back up. And of course, they're all blaming it all on foreigners coming in. Actually, what they say is it's being brought in from abroad. I don't believe that there are now no cases in China that are being transmitted. I just don't believe that. But it is believable that most of the cases are being brought in from abroad, because there's a lot more from going on in the United States. There's a lot more transmission going on. Europe is still pretty bad off, I think. My friends in England say everyone is still on lockdown and there's no end in sight. So I think here there is an end in sight because the official numbers are very low and everybody's staying in. So hopefully before the end of the month. But that is another 3 weeks, more than 3 weeks. Today is the 14th. I don't know if I said. I actually don't know what day of the week it is. I have no clue. I wouldn't have known it was the 14th, except that I look every day because I imagine an end date. Tuesday, April 14th. Today is Tuesday. And I just wanted to make this update. And I guess the other part that I wanted to say to you guys is good luck again. I know things are getting bad in the U.S. I watch it on the news. I know the news over-dramatizes everything. So I don't know how bad it is, but I know it's not good. One thing I keep thinking is, they're talking about how badly the economy. This is it's going to be the biggest hit to the economies ever, I guess. Except I'm not sure. It's according to how long it takes to get out of this. I mean, if this goes on for 6 months or a year or longer, then it's going to wreck the economy. I mean, the U.S. can say goodbye to its position as the top economy in the world, probably. I can't imagine what other outcome there would be. But if somehow people start taking it more seriously and the stay-at-home order starts being observed, it seems like there's no underlying, once the disease is gone, there's no underlying cause for this economic crash, right? So why would it continue? The future is just nothing but great, investment opportunities. So why the stock market is not going to stay down? People are going to go out and start buying, and nobody's going to say, well, there was a disease, so I'm never going to shop for groceries again. They're still going to go out and buy the things they were going to buy before, which means there's going to be jobs. I mean, I don't see why this would be a long-term problem unless unless it just the government allows it to just keep going on for 6 months or a year. That would be a problem. And if people come out too soon, of course, because they're afraid of the economy being bad, they want to go out. Governors and presidents want to encourage people to go out too early. Then that's going to just spread the virus more and cause more problems, more deaths, and more sickness. Anyway, I've been thinking about a lot about the shift in global power. It's another thing, probably because I'm reading the news too much now, but that's all I've got to do. Actually, there's plenty to read, plenty of podcasts to listen to. I don't know what people are complaining about. There's nothing to do. There's plenty to do. I'd rather be outside. Obviously, I'd rather be out and about and seeing the world, and seeing Hanoi. But it's not like there's nothing to do. That's why when I lose the internet connection, I nearly lose my mind, because that's pretty much everything I do is on the internet. All right, I'm hydrated, rested after my workout. It's a really sad, pathetic workout, but I can barely do it. So that's something to. I think I'm losing weight because I'm just eating ramen noodles. I eat one real meal a day. And coffee. I feel like having a coffee, but it's late. It's going to keep me up. I go to bed really early now. I mean, I always wanted to do that, but I've been actually successfully going to bed. Like, I'm looking at 8. I'm like, 8 o'clock. Time to get in the bed. This is one thing I wanted to do before I go to bed tonight. So, all right, this is it. And, if you're watching this, leave some comments or let me know what's going on with you guys, because I don't know what's going on in the United States now. That's my main concern. Things are okay here. We're on lockdown, but other than that, things are pretty okay. Like I said, I'm paid up to the end of the month. I think I'm okay on that front. I think my boss is going to help me with another month if I need it. Hopefully I won't. China's doing well, so maybe they'll open up and I'll be back in there soon. And maybe next week I'll talk about China. But I won't do it this week. We'll give it another week and see what develops. All right, guys. Good luck to everyone. Hope you're staying safe.